my name is Andrea. Today I'm going to talk to you about a very simple way to reduce pain and suffering. Have you ever felt that sometimes pain and suffering lead you to a downward spiral of sadness and more pain? And the more you want to get out of it, the more it sticks in your head and the worse you feel? What I'm going to share with you is a very simple technique that you can use to put yourself in a more resourceful state. First, let's look at this picture of someone who is suffering. Even without talking to the person, we are able to identify that the person is not happy. How do we know that? Well, it has to do with the person's physiology or posture. If you look at the picture or think about a time when you were suffering, how does the body position itself? Shoulders down, head down, tense muscles. It's something universal that happens with you and with everyone else in the world, regardless of where you're from. This is the first aspect of the triad. If you recall a situation when you were suffering, you can also identify something that you were thinking about and were focusing on. It might be something you lost or have less of, something that you no longer have or no longer can do. It can be that you can't have children, that you can't celebrate Christmas or Halloween like your friends, or that you can't have the family you dreamt of. Focus is the second aspect of the triad. And as you were focusing on these things, you might realize that you are saying specific words to yourself. You might be saying that you are useless, that everything is bad, or that life isn't worth living. This language that you use is the third aspect of the triad. As you can see, when you are sad and suffering, you assume a certain posture, focus, and language. It becomes easy to see now that we can use this knowledge to feel better. If you were happy, how would it look like? Think about a moment in your life when you felt happy and resourceful. What was your posture like? What were you thinking about and focusing on? What language were you using? Isn't it true that when you are in this state, you have a clear mind, everything seems much better, and you are capable of making wiser decisions? And it's so easy. So next time you start feeling low, force yourself to adopt that posture, put your shoulders back, head up, and take a deep breath. Think about an experience that made you happy. Think about the words and language that you used in that moment. I promise that by doing so, everything around you and within you will get a bit better. In the beginning, you will have to do so consciously, identifying when suffering starts and immediately replacing it by a more resourceful triad. But with time, it will eventually become just a new way of being, a new you with less pain and less suffering. This is a very simple technique that you can try immediately, anywhere, anytime. In the next videos, I will show you other useful techniques that you can also use to reduce your pain and suffering. See you next time!